there's videos on YouTube already about lighting a bee smoker, and I'm by no means an expert. I was just going to show y'all how I light my smoker. Okay. Now I am a hobby woodworker, so I find around my table saw lots of little bitty paper thin strips of wood and what have you, and that stuff is good because it's thin and it starts burning really quick. Okay, and so what I do is I'll take a little bit of this that I've torn off of the outside of a piece of cardboard. See the little paper there? Not the corrugated part, but just a little of that paper. See, I tear that off. And you can use matches, but I happen to have one of these little clickers. And I'll get that to burning. The drier this stuff is, the better. Okay, got that to burning. Now I'm going to push that down in there. Got another piece of it here. So once I get that stuff going, you see that flame going there, this thin stuff, it starts burning pretty quick, and what I'm doing is I'm using the cardboard to get it going, basically. Okay?
Just like a wood stove.
Yep, just like when we light the wood stove. No fire logs here. We do it the poor boy way. Poor boys have poor boy ways, that's for sure. I put all that in there, and what you want, you get a good fire going in there. Whoops, you want a good fire going in there, see? And once you got that, got a little of that going, I don't need all of that in there. I just had it here to have it ready because y'all don't want to watch me scrounge around and pick this stuff up, so I hunted it up ahead of time. Now I'm going to put a little bit bigger pieces. This is probably 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch thick, and I broke it. It was a long strip, and I broke it up short enough that it can lay down in my smoker without tilting up against the sides. And once you get that burning, once you get that in there, that's going to make you a good bed of coals. And then what we're going to do, now we work the bellows, and that's going to get that stuff to burning. Okay? See the flame coming out of there?
That looks
you
really.
Want to make sure if there's a little breeze blowing, you want to make sure that it's blowing that flame away from you. So watch which way you're oriented to the wind when you start to puff that thing out there. See, it burns the oxygen out of there pretty quick and then starts to smoking, but it'll flame right back up if you pump it a time or two. See there? That's a good smoker. That smoker's working just the way it was intended. Because you don't want a blaze in there. When you're smoking bees, you don't want a blaze in there. You just want a smoldering fires. Now what I'm doing is taking some of this corrugated cardboard, and I tear it down probably, I don't know, what is that, a couple of inches right there maybe? It's about to the second knuckle on my index finger. So we'll, just use that as a guide or whatever. But I tear it off kind of thin, and then I roll it up. Okay? And, what the hey, we got another piece here. I'll tear some of this off and we'll use some of it too, make it a little bigger. Okay? That starts off a little wide, but it'll be just fine. It'll be just, this is not rocket science. Basically you're just building a fire, but you're building a fire that you want it to smoke. Okay? We got a good blaze going in here, but that's not the end result you're looking for. Okay? Now we're going to put this in here. Hive tool here. Yeah, poke that down in there. Now we start puffing again. All we got to do is get that cardboard started. Ouch. Careful when you're puffing and blow out sparks on you. Okay, now that cardboard's burning. Now what we're going to do is, this is alfalfa stems. We feed our rabbits alfalfa hay, and they don't like a lot of the stems. And, well, we try not to let anything go to waste around here, so we stuff that in there. See, that puts out the blaze. Okay. A little bit of duck down in there. Stuff it in there. Okay. You'll wonder. Now you might think I'm going overboard, but the better you pack this thing, I mean, if you overpack it, you're going to have to, for a while, puff it every little bit to keep it going, because you're just going to get it to where hardly no air can get in, and you don't want it to go out. You want it to just sit there and smolder, okay? And what this does right here is this kind of gives the smoke a chance to cool before it comes out the top. You don't want hot smoke coming out of this thing. You'll barbecue your bees. And I've never tried them, but I'm pretty sure that barbecued bees probably aren't very tasty. So we're going to try to avoid that. I hope you're seeing everything I'm doing here. We got cameraman Austin over here.
Hello.
Austin just recently turned 13 years old. He's an old man now. Anyway, now we're just puffing a little bit. See that smoke? That's all we're getting is smoke. And it's not hot smoke. So what this does, when you pack this in here, and periodically you may have to pack more in there, but it gives that smoke, it absorbs heat from that smoke. So what happens is when you close the top here, and you start puffing.
It ain't all the way closed.
It's fine. Good. I'll get it in a second. You hold your arm up there, it's just lukewarm. Or, practically cold, you may as well say. Alright? And it's ready to go. It's not hot. See, that's not burning me. Now if you puff and you're up here real close, it will, but you're not going to be holding your smoker that close to your bees when you smoke. Okay? And this is all, it may as well just be air. If I didn't see the smoke, I would think that that's just light, but just very warm air. It's not cold, but it's very warm, and it's not going to be harmful to the bees. Keep in mind, if that straw catches on fire in there that I put in top, if it catches on fire and starts to burn and starts to smolder, then when you puff the smoker, you're going to be blowing hot ashes out into your hives, and you don't want that. You don't want to be blowing hot ashes in on your bees. Okay? And that's another thing. The stuff burning underneath here, the cardboard and whatnot, that is going to make ashes. The straw on top filters that as well. When you puff, just smoke. Okay? Now, periodically, you have to open it up and check it. Sometimes the top of your smoker will get a little warm. If it does, just do it. Put your gloves on. And what have you. But that's how I like mine, and it's done just fine. I just use the straw. A lot of times I'll grab some shavings from my planer here, or heavier sawdust from my table saw, and sometimes I'll pack my smoker with that. But most of the time we've got these alfalfa stems just about everywhere out here, and we can just grab some of them real quick. Austin went out in the backyard, and in about 2 minutes he had that little bag full, and that was more than what I needed to pack this smoker. So thanks for watching.